Yeah, is it working? Is it working? Is it working? No. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sarah, hello, can you hear me? No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sarah, hello, hello, hello. Hi, 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 hi. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The landing event of ExoMars live.
The test. Yes. Again, yeah. Had to hit the big red button, shut everything down. Yeah.
You're presenting.
I'm presenting.
Yeah, I'm on camera. Should we do a quick selfie?
Can do. I don't know.
Oh, do you know? Oh. Spacecraft operations in. So fancy. Tell us about it. Do I have to wear this lanyard? I've got no choice, as you know. I can't get it off now. Sprechen die Deutsch?
Alle 5 Minuten ändert sich hier die Frequenz.
Can't hear anything. Ist es nur er, der macht Ton und Bild? Oder
Nein,
was?
der Tonmann ist gerade ausgelaufen.
Der ist gerade ausgelaufen, okay. Wenn es euch nicht stört, werden wir die Tür offen lassen, weil die Tür unglaublich laut schließt.
Gar nicht.
Stört nicht.
Überhaupt nicht, ist sogar sehr gut.
Okay, weil die nämlich jedes Mal, wenn es auf mich zugeht, ist unglaublich laut. I can't hear anything. Can you tell them I can't hear anything?
Sarah hört mir jetzt, ist das korrekt? Sag mal was.
Can someone talk?
Adam, Sebastian, könnt ihr mal Sarah was aufs Ohr geben?
I can't hear them. Can you ask them to talk? Can you tell them urgently? I can't hear them.
Sarah, this is Adam. Can you hear me? Just
Yeah,
raise
can you
your
keep
arm.
talking, Adam? Can you keep talking, Adam?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is live from the European Space Agency's Space Operations Center in Darmstadt in Germany, where we bring you the landing of the ExoMars
Adam, you're really
mission.
quiet, so I need you to talk as loud as possible, if that's all right, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you hear me now? Raise your arm if yes.
Quietly.
Okay, okay, quietly.
No, I can only hear you quietly. I think we're going to have to start anyhow. It's 9 minutes past now, we should have started. It is 9 past on this. Okay. The iPad's wrong. Okay. All right. Like there, we'll be there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't ask for it, but yeah, that's what it's put on. Why? Where is it? Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Is the countdown coming?
Adam for Sarah speaking. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
When are we starting?
Me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I
5.
can hear you. When are we starting?
Okay, we are starting in a second, so just hold on. Okay. Okay, we are all ready.
Will the video come on screen, yeah?
Eins, zwei, eins, zwei. Eins, zwei. Jetzt müssten wir eigentlich loslegen. Jetzt ist es 15:10 Uhr. Okay, Sarah, we are going to start in a few seconds.
Tom, did you say 4 minutes before we have to be out? So we're going to have to go in really quick. Okay. So we'll watch the manoeuvre, then we'll go straight in. I'll say the question just very quickly and go in and say hello to. And then we'll chat. Well, this is exciting. I think we're actually live here on Facebook Live for ESA, and we're here in Darmstadt at ESOC at the Control Centre. And this afternoon, we're going to attempt to land on the surface of Mars, which is just an absolutely incredible feat of human achievement and for European space science. And because we're live on Facebook, something we've never done before, this is actually an interactive behind-the-scenes show for your benefit. So if you want to join in, use the hashtag ExoMars, and you'll be able to add your comments to the show. So behind the scenes, it's a little different to things from normal. I've got a companion here. We'll bring in, I'm going to call you a rocket science, Thomas, rocket scientist even, but just describe quickly what you do.
Okay, I'm a spacecraft operations engineer, like all the people in the control room.
4 minutes.
My job is babysitting spacecraft as we take them safely to their destination, which today is Mars.
Now, I understand, because we can see everyone behind there, we can go in very, very quickly before something happens in terms of the manoeuvre, but we can just chat through a very brief video, which is going to be played, which will actually explain a little bit more about the mission and what's about to happen shortly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Waiting for the video, here we go.
So here's our launch. This was back in March on a Proton rocket from Baikonur. We quickly headed out to Mars, and then this is what happened last Sunday. We released the Schiaparelli lander. And what we're about to happen, yeah, indeed, indeed, and that was the engine burn starting there, which we're going to see live in a couple of seconds. And here we have Schiaparelli coming down. We'll be coming to you live from Facebook for this as well, as it descends and touches down with a soft belly flop onto Mars a bit later today.
Fantastic. Well, very, very quickly we're going to be allowed in, but I understand only for a few minutes. If we just let you guys come inside as well.
3 minutes.
So we can see over there, that will be where the flight director is. And
that's right, yes.
A very important person in the room, aren't you?
Indeed. So this is Spacecraft Operations Manager Sylvia Sangiorgi.
Hello,
and I'll give her the mic now.
How are you feeling right now? We're live on Facebook
a bit
as well.
tense, of course. It's an important moment for all of us that worked on the mission for so long.
Have you landed on Mars before?
No.
So this isn't a normal thing to be doing and not an everyday occurrence at work?
No, it's not, definitely. And we feel the emotion.
And you're going to be live on Facebook shortly after this, actually doing a Q&A as well. So if anyone's got any questions, they can put in the hashtag ExoMars and send in your questions as well. So it's really great that we're able to get people involved. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Is there anything else, anything exciting which is going to happen today?
Okay, I could take you here 20 minutes, but I know I have no time. They gave me 1 minute, so we are about to start a very important maneuver. This is the Mars orbit insertion. So our spacecraft TGO arrives to Mars with a velocity that is higher than 12,000 kilometers an hour, and we have to slow down to be able to be captured by the Mars gravity. So we have to slow down by almost half of the speed to be able to capture the planet and then take the orbit.
We've got to go because you've got work to do. But thank you so much. I'll pass the microphone back to Thomas, and we're going to head back out of the room very quickly. So I'll just bring you guys with us. So it's quite a rare opportunity to actually be able to come inside.
Okay, and we're just seconds away.
Hang on a second. Just very quickly to let you know, there is a Facebook poll we'll bring you shortly. But Thomas, you just want to talk through what's happening now with the manoeuvre?
Yes, so right now we should be seeing confirmation coming up very soon of the manoeuvre starting. And that's what we're all waiting for now. It actually started about 10 minutes ago at Mars, and the signal has now taken, 9 minutes and 47 seconds to reach us here at Earth. And the team are now looking, and we see a peak rising up on the graph there.
Yeah.
That's
like
a little bit like Rosetta, yeah. So this
is
is actually the Doppler shift of the signal, which means that the spacecraft is slowing down, or at least that's what we hope at the moment.
Okay, I think we're going to hand over to MCR and actually take this live. So we'll be come back very shortly.
Thank you.
From the Doppler plots that we can see on the barcode in the middle of the room, we can confirm that the maneuver has started. The white line on the bottom means that everything is compared to the nominal plan with maneuver, and indeed there is no difference vis-à-vis the plan with maneuver. And the green line on the right of this shows us actually the effect of a maneuver.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Everything nominal, that is exactly what we wanted to hear. Everything nominal so far. And of course, we need to know what happens next. And Andrea Akamatsu, I know you remember.
Changing up on the graph there, which is a sign that something is happening on ExoMars right now. We hope that that's a signal coming from TGO telling us that it is actually decelerating. Unfortunately, through this glass, we can't hear what the flight director's saying. I hope he's saying that all is well at the moment.
He looks like he's smiling. There's
he
Michelle
looks pretty
there.
happy, yes.
We'll be chatting to Michelle later here on Facebook Live, and you can use the hashtag ExoMars. But he looks pretty happy. Things are looking good. And I just want to quickly point out, because it is interactive, it is Facebook, we've actually got a poll you can get involved on. So we're a bit late starting this one. But the question is, what inspires you most and what excites you most about the exploration of Mars? Is it Mars tech, Mars sci-fi, or Mars life? And Thomas, what was your answer?
Oh, I think it's always got to be Mars tech, but
Not
I work
life?
in here.
Not life on Mars?
It'll be very exciting if we found it.
Because one of the exciting things about this mission is actually it's leading the way in terms of potentially answering one of those fundamental questions about, has there been life on Mars? Could there still be life on Mars?
Absolutely, yes. And let's see, if we get into orbit today, we'll have some brilliant science coming down from the orbiter very soon, and hopefully answering that question.
And this will be one of many missions to come from ESA as well.
That's the plan, yes. Yeah, this is the start of our return to Mars.
Fantastic. And if you just look back in the control room, does it look like everything's gone to plan then?
Yes, so far we're seeing everything we expect to see at the moment. At the moment, our flight dynamics experts, the brilliant mathematicians that work just across the way there, will be looking at this signal, poring over it, and checking that this is exactly what we hope to be happening for ExoMars.
So far, everything's successful.
So far, so good.
So it's looking likely, looking probable, that we could succeed in this landing.
Hopefully in a couple of hours we'll have a new orbiter at Mars.
Yeah, wow, fantastic. It's just incredible to think that we're living in an age where this is actually possible, that we're able to sit here in this room in Darmstadt in Germany and actually send a spacecraft to Mars and land it on Mars and pave the way for future exploration. So it's just incredible. Thank you so much, Thomas. We'll be chatting to you later. You are my partner in crime.
Happy to help.
And we have some very embarrassing pictures from when we were children as well.
Oh dear, yes, I do believe so.
But I'm just going to quickly look at the poll to see if any of you have been involved. Do put your messages in, and we will of course talk about your comments. But I'll be back with you in about 10 or 15 minutes' time for further updates behind the scenes here at ESOX as we attempt to land the Schiaparelli. I hope that was my finest Italian pronunciation. Schiaparelli lander on the surface of Mars. So an incredible afternoon to come and just hugely exciting to be here behind the scenes at ESOC. Here we go. Oh, now the results. The results just came in now. Yeah, when I went on it, it didn't. I think that worked.
I'll go and tell Adam. I really need to be told what they're saying in there because
I know. And we were talking about something, and Adam was telling me to talk about.
from looking at the screen. I need.
Oh, now you feel how I feel yesterday.
That's why I was equivocating a little bit.
Don't worry. That's why I put random questions in.
Yeah, I mean, it's Michelle that's meant to confirm things, but I need Adam to tell me. I need Adam to tell me, because I can't hear the voice bits in this, and I need Adam to tell me what's going on.
30,000 views.
Not bad. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go through and chat to Adam quickly?
Yeah, I will do.
Adam Thomas is going to come and see you quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I didn't have any voice loops. So they're like, does that look good? I'm like, well, it looks good, but yeah, I mean, the signal was moving, which is a good sign. I don't know.
Fixed like this, you see.
Yeah, then that's not good. Yeah, yeah.
Start charging you.
my name's Sarah Cruddas and welcome to Darmstadt, to ESOC, the home of the team which are hopefully going to successfully land the ExoMars rover Schiaparelli, that's in my worst Italian accent, on the surface of Mars later on this afternoon. So we're in an incredible situation at the moment that we're going to actually see potentially a landing on Mars, and this is the place where it's going to be happening. We're live on Facebook and this is a live and interactive show. It's the first time the European Space Agency has ever done anything like this. So if you want to get involved in the conversation, you can actually use the hashtag ExoMars and bring in your comments or any of your questions. And we'll be showing you inside in just a second, but we're just going to cut now to a video where I met up with one of the many Mars experts here at ESA who is helping to make Mars dreams come true.
I'm feeling very excited, very excited indeed. It brings,
stop smiling.
No, this is a permanent smile since last night. Did it get into orbit? Did the lander start going down? Is it done properly? All these wonderful questions, and I'm very excited to see the telemetry this afternoon.
I want a Rosetta toy. How do I get one? Here we've got Rosetta and Philae, and how do I get hold of one?
We'll get the shop open specially just for you, okay? Promise.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care, mate. Thank you.
Okay, so we're inside the corridors here. It's quite chaotic. Around 500 people actually work here at ESOC, not just on the ExoMars mission, but on lots of other missions. It's truly a privilege to be backstage here. And if you can just see there, Lisa Pathfinder, the control room, one of the many other missions that ESA has been responsible for. So we are on Facebook. It is live. The hashtag is ExoMars. And we're also running polls so you can get involved with the excitement behind this mission. And the next poll for this afternoon is the question, how many successful missions has there been to Mars? Is the answer hashtag 0? Is it hashtag 1? Is it 3? Or is it 7? So put in your answers and we'll be revealing the results slightly later on in the programme. As you can see, there's many people getting excited, many people inside the main control room. They're very hard at work, and we're going to meet an expert called Gabriella in a second who's actually involved in that. So if we just come through this way, see if Gabriella is here. Hello, how are you doing, Gabriella? Thank you for joining us. It's all a bit chaotic. Here you go. How are you feeling right now then?
Well, I'm okay. I guess people inside the main control room are much more nervous than me. But
so your full name, Gabriella Riviera?
Ravera.
Italian?
Yeah, no, I'm Spanish.
Ah, okay. I'm hoping for someone to help with the correct pronunciation.
No. Gabriela Ravera, yeah.
So can you just tell us a bit more about your involvement this afternoon and your whole involvement on the ExoMars project?
Well, I'm working on the ground facilities and operation section. So basically, we are taking care of monitoring and controlling the ground stations all around the world. The 3 most important stations that will be used today are the deep space, the called deep space ones, the 35-meter dishes in Australia, in New Norcia, in Spain, Cebreros, and also in Argentina, in Malargüe.
Okay, and there's something very important happening in terms of the first beep. Can you actually tell us a bit more about that? Because I understand that's going to be received in India.
It's going to be received in a so-called giant meter wave radio telescope. This is actually an array of antennas. Which, if they are, it's an array of antennas, so basically they have to be properly calibrated and pointing to the spots. And if the Schiaparelli module transceiver wakes up, basically switches on, they may be picking up the signal and monitoring the signal during the whole descending and landing.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Gabriella. We'll let you get back to your work. We're just going to play a small tape now about the S-Track network. Okay, we're going to be really quick with you guys.
Yep. How long?
30 seconds.
Yep.
Is that okay? You sure?
Yep.
Yeah. And I guess you forget about the range of jobs here at ESA, and 2 very important people here, Daniel and Emily, and we're just going to talk very quickly about what your role is in terms of social media.
We are here, we're online with the web and social media team. We're here at ESOC, of course we're supported by some colleagues offsite as well. We're sitting, listening to the voice loops, keeping up with what's happening with the mission in real time, and populating our Facebook, our Twitter, our other social media channels, more or less in real time.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I'll let you get on with your work. I'm going to grab Thomas, my sidekick and partner in crime for the afternoon.
Yes.
And something very exciting is about to happen, isn't it?
Yes, so we're hoping we'll pick up the first signal from Schiaparelli over the giant meter-wave radio telescope that Gabriella mentioned.
That's just absolutely... How confident are people at the moment that this is going to be successful?
Well, the signal comes, it will come, but the telescope picks it up. That's a big challenge. This signal was not meant to be heard at Earth. It was meant to be heard by our fleet of orbiters at Mars. So it'll be really straining to hear the signal, but hopefully we'll pick it up very shortly.
And obviously, I think you know the answer to our question. Don't reveal it just yet. But in terms of Mars exploration, going to Mars is hard.
Oh, yes, yes. It's been a long and difficult history for the whole world, really.
So even if ESA doesn't succeed, even though we hope they will do today, just getting there and getting this far is still something to be applauded.
It's a magnificent achievement. And also, even if something doesn't work, we'll learn from that. And that'll teach us a huge amount about how to do better and what to do in the future, in future Mars missions.
Okay, well, we've got the MCR there, which is where all of this is going on now.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't actually get inside because Michelle, the flight director, is actually very, very busy.
I expect so.
Can you just talk us through what will be going through his mind and what technical procedures he'll be doing right now?
Okay, so at the moment we have procedures for everything that we do, and he'll be looking through those procedures and making sure that we're where we're meant to be, that the signal's where it's meant to be, that all of our different assets around the world are where they're meant to be so that we can pick up the signal and carry on with the mission today.
Yeah, look at all these excited people as well.
Yeah, exactly. So these are some of the friends and family of the people working in the room, so a big moment for their
and
loved
should we
ones.
just quickly reveal the answer to our poll then? So how many successful landings on Mars have there been so far?
Well, I think the answer is
Do you
7.
know the answer? Yep, let's
I hope so.
look
Did I
at
get it
how
right?
everyone else managed. Okay, so we haven't quite got the answers through yet.
Okay.
So, but 7 is correct. We haven't got the answers through yet from you guys, but thank you so much for all of you who actually put in your votes.
On the Martian surface, and for that the lander known as EDM or also Schiaparelli needs to be wide awake. So let's find out if it is. Let's cross over to the main control room.
That's Western still, so I thought you'd stay. Yeah. Michael's on there. I decided to stay for long. You know, something's gone wrong with my talkback because I can hear everyone else, that's why I have to pull it out.
And there he is.
Playing on the channel sound. I don't know what's gone wrong with it.
Is Monica expected? Is Michelle expected to talk to Monica right now?
Can I tell you what's happening? It looks
Okay, Michel Denis is shaking his head. Let's see if Andrea Accomazzo
Monica?
Michelle, here you are. I can hear you, Michelle.
It's Andrea
Oh,
speaking,
it's Andrea.
actually. Hi.
Andrea, okay, Andrea Accomazzo. Tell us, what's happening? Is EDM still asleep?
So far we haven't been able to unambiguously detect of the EDM signal. We are with the colleagues from the Indian radio telescope. We are trying to see whether we can pick up this very, very weak signal from the EDM. And we are waiting it from in a few tens of seconds,
Okay.
I would say.
So stay put. If it's just tens of seconds, then we stay with you. I mean, how important is it to get the signal now?
Well, getting the signal right now would tell us fundamentally two things. The first one is that the EDM is alive, is walking up at the right time, so is perfectly on schedule for its operation for landing. And the second thing is just that by receiving the signal would tell us that we would be able to monitor this from the Earth. Otherwise, we have to rely on the orbiters that are orbiting Mars, like Mars Express, the TGO itself, and MRO, the colleagues from the US.
Is it a signal that we will see clearly, or is it one where you really need to put your glasses on?
So
Well,
It
is
was
at the board.
slightly good. Can you just explain what's happening?
Well, we're not quite sure at the moment. So there's no clear signal from the big telescope in India. But as I said before, this is not unexpected. I mean, it's straining to hear a really weak signal. So the real confirmation will come later from our orbiters. So our orbiter Mars Express is listening in. TGO itself, during its burn, is listening in. So we've got a whole fleet of ears listening to what's going on at the moment. And they are a lot closer, so they're a lot more capable of picking up this signal. So this was an experimental try, and as I say, at the moment we're not seeing anything particularly conclusive, but that's how experiments go sometimes.
But it's not good, it's not bad, we just don't know yet.
Exactly. It's just it would have been a nice to have to get us some early indication of how the mission's going, but Schiaparelli itself is completely independent from this, so it could well be executing its mission perfectly right now.
So we just don't know yet. I mean, we can see
Yep.
some graphs just here. I don't know whether you can actually see these as viewers at home, but can you explain what some of these graphs actually are and what they're doing?
So the graphs on the right, the green lines, that's showing us what TGO's up to, and at the moment it's burning its big engine as we talked about earlier. On the left, the grey box is where we were hoping to see this very faint white trace, which would be the sound, the signal of Schiaparelli as it switches on and approaches Mars. Now, we're not seeing anything terribly clear at the moment. That might be, as I say, probably because it's too weak or the telescope can't quite get enough performance to pick that signal up. So it would have been a nice to have, but the real data will come later on from Mars Express.
And we've got to remember as well, as our poll was saying, I mean, Mars is hard. I mean, and we've only been exploring space for, shy of 60 years. It isn't something we've been doing for a long time. We haven't really sent that many missions to Mars. Of the successful missions, as we revealed in our poll, 60% of you got it right, by the way, but only 7 missions have actually succeeded in landing on the surface of Mars. And this mission for ESA is really to pave the way in order to enable technology which will enable us to do it in the future and eventually, hopefully, send humans to Mars. So it is hugely exciting. Even if it isn't completely successful, it is still a success in terms of the knowledge which will be gained. And just a reminder that you are live, or I am live here on Facebook for ESA, and we will be joining you in an hour's time when hopefully we should have some more news for you. So thank you very much, and we'll speak to you shortly.
explanation, I can just say, well, okay, we were just, the station managed to grab it just as we went off air.
The thing I'm wearing, I'm
Yeah.
getting
Everybody.
yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
Will someone count me in?
I'll give him the mic. Are we interviewing him or he's... Okay, so I introduce him and then they're going to cut the video to the briefing loop, are they? Okay, good. Okay, so they're going to cut the video to the briefing loop. We're not talking to Michel Denis.
Right.
They're going to cut the video.
Do they know that? Adam? Do you know we're not talking to Michel Denis now?
If you want it on the mic, we can get it on the mic, but...
No, we're not allowed to. We're not. Are
Not
we
allowed
allowed?
to.
We're not allowed to.
I need to talk to Michel. Yeah, if you can. Are we allowed to go in and talk to Michel with the microphone, or do you want? We come in.
Yeah, not now. Not now. Okay, so we've just come back inside. We are actually live on Facebook. Some very, if my assistant Thomas can help me, some very, very exciting news. We've got the flight director, Michel Denis. Hello. Can you explain, I'm just going to put my stuff here, what we've just found out?
Well, we found out actually several things, yeah. What we have just found out on this big grey screen in the middle of the room is a very tiny signal which shows that the EDM Schiaparelli has woken up at the time planned. So it's now warming.
So it's alive?
It's alive.
Schiaparelli is alive?
Schiaparelli is alive. It's not yet at Mars, but it's approaching it very quickly, and in less than 70 minutes the landing will start.
So 70 minutes time, this room is going to be helping land on Mars.
Exactly.
How do you feel?
Excited. So at least so far everything went very, very nice, and we have to see that the 6 minutes of serene waiting will. Some people call it 7 minutes of terror, but here we just
6 minutes of terror.
wait serene. We just wait serenely. Will occur as they should.
And in terms of, this isn't an everyday occurrence, on a personal level, what does it mean to you to be the flight director on a day like today where ESA is sending ExoMars Schiaparelli to the surface of Mars, and everything so far, touch wood, is going well?
Well, this is exciting, and okay, I've been working on Mars program since many years, already on Mars Express before, so this time a successful landing would mean a lot to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And hopefully for future pioneers as well.
Yes. And by the way, as a little add-on, the maneuver, the burn of a TGO is happening as we speak. And we can see on the other screen in the room that it is actually performing well so far. It's far from being finished, but it worked very well. And our colleagues from Flight Dynamics has computed a very small overperformance of 1.6%.
So it's overperforming. That's
it's
a good
very,
thing.
very slightly,
small.
so it's completely nominal. So if it continues like this, we are going to capture as planned as well. So this is the European way, do two things at the same time and succeed on both, hopefully.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to have to let you get on with your job. Thomas and I are actually going to head out. Good luck with everything. It's incredible what you guys are managing to do. So I hope it all continues to be successful. All right, come on, we have to head out of the control room.